One simple thing you could do is how you treat the water, at least the water that you consume. I know today everybody is drinking water from plastic bottles. If you keep it in a metal vessel, particularly copper or copper alloy, the very nature of the water will change. And traditionally, I don't know if it's still maintained in this part of the country, but in southern India, even now it's pretty common in traditional homes where every day there is a puja for the water vessel. They will put some vibhuti on it, some kumkum on it, and there's a small arati for the thing because the water should… water has a enormous amount of memory, it remembers how you have treated and accordingly it'll behave. This is something very simple, everybody can start. And as a part of this in Tamil Nadu, we've been encouraging people to use copper vessels, pure copper vessels because copper is such a… it's the best conducting metal and it energizes the water. Energizing, if you check the if you check the chemical composition, it'll not change. That is the beauty of it. It's only the molecular structure of the water that will change. You might have experienced this. Suppose you ever… is there a waterfall in Narmada anywhere? There's a waterfall. If the water is falling like, let's say, over 20-25 feet, and just after the waterfall, if you just touch the water, you will find water is silky for touch. Have you noticed this? Because water implodes within itself and the molecular structure changes. The way it feels is different. Today, they have created what is called as water imploding machines. You can implode the water with a machine, it just churns it in a certain way and implodes it. It has been found that if you use water imploding machines, with 10% of the water, you can grow the plants the same way as you're growing. The water consumption will come down. With 10% of water, the plants will yield the same because the imploded water becomes silky and its ability to become a part of the plant system or tree is much, much better. So, if you're in agriculture, imploding machines can come, some people have patented it in UK, we are trying to bring some machines and give this service to the local farmers in Tamil Nadu so that people can use imploded water and their water consumption in the fields will come down dramatically because how long you pump the water, electricity not being free these days, it gets very expensive for the farmer. If the amount of water he needs to pump on his field is much less, it'll make a big difference. For daily consumption, just a copper vessel, every day if you have something, if you light a lamp next to it, if necessary, just one flower, the very way the water behaves within you will change. And before you consume just one moment of gratitude and reverence, because this is the material with which you're making your life, not with some unknown god. This is the material that makes your life every moment. And how you treat it is very important in your emotion, in your thought. If you hold water as… you don't even have to think Devi stuff, you just understand the reality. The fact of it is, without it you cannot survive. Yes? Whatever is the basis of your survival, you bow down, isn't it? So the water, the food, just bringing that reverence, you will see the volume that you consume will also come down and the way it behaves within you will come down. If you don't catch an infection, if you treat these elements properly, as I said earlier, most probably you won't see a doctor's face unless you're one.